Rental Family is directed by Hikari and it stars Brendan Fraser, and in this new comedy drama, an American actor in Tokyo struggles to find purpose until he lands an unusual gig working for a Japanese rental family agency, playing stand-in roles for strangers. As he immerses himself in his clients' worlds, he begins to form genuine bonds that blur the lines between performance and reality. Rental Family was a movie I was very excited to see because it stars Brendan the Goat Fraser. I'm a big fan of this guy and I am so glad that his career is back on the up again. What happened to him was a disgrace and I'm so happy that he's getting the recognition. So any film that he stars in, I have to go and see. And I'm very pleased to say that Rental Family is a very, very good movie. You know this movie was really good when I was on the edge of tears. Now, I'm not trying to sound like a really hard guy or anything. I just don't really cry at movies that much. But this one had me. And it's because it's a really touching and grounded story about lies and honesty and how we do those things to the people closest to us and how it affects them and how it can affect our lives as well. And I think the main reason why I was on the edge of tears is because there was some moments in this movie that really resonated with me and that reminded me of things from my past and throughout my life. So I think it just had a little personal effect on me as well. But I think that just goes to show how grounded this movie feels through the dialogue, through the way it's presented, through the performances. Everything just feels like someone was hiding a camera and just filming genuine interactions. And I've got to say, for a dramedy, as people like to call these sort of movies, this movie was hilarious. Me and the audience found ourselves laughing at so many points, and it's not because there's these over-the-top jokes or gags or anything like that. It's mainly through the interactions and they're always really cute and funny. I also really like the pacing of this movie. It's nearly a 2-hour movie and it felt like 90 minutes. Especially the third act, that's paced really, really well. In fact, I'd go as far to say that I thought the first act of this movie was pretty much perfect. I couldn't identify a single flaw. However, I also do think that the pacing of this movie is also its biggest flaw. Without getting into too much, there are two plot lines in this movie. One where Brendan Fraser is pretending to be this girl's dad, and another one where he's interacting with this guy who's got dementia and he wants to get something before he forgets everything. And both of these plots are really, really good. But it also does feel like that they're both fighting for the spotlight. For example, and this is going to be a spoiler, so 3, 2, 1, skip to the time code if you want to avoid them. Here we go. So the girl who Brendan Fraser is pretending to be her dad, after like 2 scenes in which I'm presuming is 2 days, she forgives him and she starts putting her head on his shoulder. Now I don't know about you, but if my dad ran off after a number of years and he came back saying he wanted to be back with me, he will have to do a lot more in 2 days to earn my forgiveness than Brendan Fraser did. But that's really my only issue with the movie. Everything else I thought was really, really good. Especially Brendan Fraser. He was absolutely fantastic here. He brings a really grounded performance, but it's really, really emotional as well. You can really tell he's a really sweet guy. And he just doesn't want to be lonely. He just wants to talk to people. And he sees this job as a great opportunity. You really feel for him, but you also realise that he's making a load of mistakes as well. But that's just what makes his character a lot more interesting. And you want to see where he ends up. So in conclusion, Rental Family is a very, very solid dramedy. It's a really grounded story about honesty and lies and how they affect the people around you and yourself as well. It's a really touching movie with some fantastic performances, especially from Brendan Fraser. Really well shot as well. It's just a really good time. It's one of those movies where if you've had a bad day and you just want to whip on a film to cheer yourself up, this is one of those movies that you definitely watch. So please support this movie. It really deserves your time and money. And I'm going to give Rental Family an 8 out of 10. And people, that is the end of my review. If you have seen Rental Family, do let me know your thoughts on it. Did you like it? Did you not? Let me know. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Have a good day, and see you later.